What's going on, fam? What's going on with y'all, family? Yeah, fam. Yeah, I know it's up early and stuff like that on a Saturday. I definitely wanted to come, talk about some things and stuff like that. I actually wanted to talk about, this topic and stuff like that for real. And, yeah, family, I actually want to talk about, my experiences and stuff like that. Yeah, I actually want to talk to you, talk to the diaspora and stuff like that. Today, and just kind of want to have like a little talk about it, far as like, my experiences of how I've met brothers and sisters throughout the diaspora and stuff like that. And I kind of want to have a talk, the brothers and sisters, worldwide today. And, why it's important because I was checking out something from you know what I mean checking out something recently, I've been seeing, this whole discussion between, so-called, black Americans and black immigrants and stuff like that. And like I said, I wanted to come to y'all once again to talk about this topic because I wanted to talk about my experiences and stuff like that, and talk, to brothers and sisters worldwide, so get more clarity and stuff like that. You feel me? Because coming up for real, get them likes up, y'all, when y'all come up in and drop a comment to let me know what's going on. Yeah, man, like yeah, man, you could say, coming up for real, having my experiences. Hey, when he hits, coming up, having my experiences. Hey, Judah 1, hey, Judah 144, having my experiences with brothers and sisters in the diaspora for real. It's I had some experiences, some incredible experiences. You feel me? Hey, Arsha, Crop, what's going on? All the way from Jamaica, what's going on? And I want to talk about my experiences, with brothers and sisters, in Caribbean, from the Caribbean in Latin America. That's what I want to talk about today, and how we can put aside, the differences about who we are, as a people, because we must really understand that we all one people. We come from different tribes. You understand what I'm saying? Because many people get it misconstrued about, us over here in the Americas. About us dealing with, us as melanated people and the bloodline of us as a people. And I've been saying it for years that we are connected through bloodline. We just have different cultures. Am I right, Artia Crump? To our Caribbean family and stuff like that. You feel what I mean? You feel what I'm saying? Because I want to talk about my experiences, and I want to break it down, to the brothers and exactly. Thank y'all, Tia Crump. And I want to break it down, how, and why the situation is the way it is. And I want brothers and sisters to listen because I understand your story. And see, what you got to understand is this, brothers and sisters in the diaspora. Your so-called Black American family, they care about you and they love you. You feel me? We just love when brothers and sisters when they acknowledge and honor and show love and respect. To to like to the brothers and sisters up here who've been fighting and bleeding and dying for the rights and the freedoms and the privileges. That many of them come over here and experience that they have. It's not trying to say that we better than anybody, but I say, why not extend, to your brothers and sisters and not keep the distance from us because, we are a very welcoming people. And I say to myself, we all are catching the same hell no matter where we are. Whether we up here in the United States, hey Michelle Lay, hey Laquan Riddick, hey Josh Sisters, whether in the United States, the Caribbean, Latin America, or around the world, we are all catching hell. And so what we want them to understand is that while you in our country, I'm gonna lay down a couple of factors, and I want brothers and sisters to understand, You know, um I want brothers and sisters to understand a lot of the things and the factors because this has been on my mind, for quite some time. I was thinking about this, for a minute. And under damn, I'm sorry, y'all. Because I'm growing up for real, when I was around, brothers and sisters from the diaspora, I'm actually going to give you a history about how I grew to know that they were the same people. And I'm actually going to start my journey off today about how, when I was young coming up, going up north to Connecticut. You know what I'm saying? The first, hey, General Mosquito, the first group of people that I actually really encountered from the diaspora, you know what I'm saying, on a cultural level that was different from us, was Puerto Ricans at first. When I first met Puerto Ricans at first, you know what I'm saying, I guess you can, matter of fact, you could say, catch knowledge of, because growing up in B-more, I was around a lot of Caribbean folk, but I did not know. But let me get to that in a minute. Because growing up in B-more for real, what I mean, we didn't have any Latinos in our city like that for real. You feel me? It was predominantly so-called, black, and it was, what I mean, it was quote unquote black and white, as they say. You feel me? And when I was going to Connecticut to visit my family for real, I was around Puerto Ricans and stuff like that. And growing up, when I was around them, what I'm saying, growing up around in my city, what I mean, all I saw was my people. So when I saw Puerto Ricans, I'm looking like these people look different. But of course, I'm coming up, what I'm saying, bumping the hip hop, bumping to the music, and I know that my people are the only ones who really got rhythm and stuff like that. So I'm up there bumping to, like, this is like in '93 for real, around the time when Black Moon came out, Wu Tang came out with their first CD for real. You feel me? So I'm up there bumping Onyx CD, a Tribe Called Quest, and I'm up there bumping the 36 Chambers, and I meet this big tall Puerto Rican kid for real, and I notice he bumping the same thing. Some over there bumping to the music, and I notice he had the same rhythm. I'm looking like, hold up a minute, like this Spanish kid got some rhythm to him. And so I noticed when I started to get around them, I noticed they started to do and act a lot of things that we did. So I noticed, because like I know how it is, growing up in Black American culture, you know how we carry it. It's like we are a very influential people. We are a very powerful and a very influential people as far as in our culture. So when I'm seeing how we roll in our culture for real, and I'm seeing somebody else from another culture doing the exact same things that we do for real, doing it the same way, I'm looking like, hold up a minute, like this seems different, but it seemed cool. Hey, Jazz Distance, you feel me? You from Jamaica, Jazz Distance? So when I started, what I mean, coming up around them, I noticed like, what I mean, I did witness like a little bit of racism around Puerto Ricans when I was called the N word, what I mean, maybe like once or twice. But of course, what I mean, when I was around them, they was around the brothers, and the brothers were saying the N word towards them. They were saying it back, and I looked at Puerto Rican, started saying towards each other. So I'm looking like, hold up a minute, yo, what's going on here? Like, what I mean? And then of course, what I mean, we wound up breaking bread and stuff like that. And I noticed we eating Spanish food. Then later that day, we going to the daggone spot. We eating soul food. So I'm looking like these Latino kids, they around us and act just like us. And I'm looking like, yo, what is going on? I'm like, what I mean? And the thing about it was, when I was around them, I didn't feel out of place. So I'm looking like, what is really going on here? Because we live on the same block. I noticed that Puerto Ricans, like I noticed they lived around us. They lived on the same block radius, or they lived next door to one of us. We bump into the same music. When we bump into like Mary J, Total Escape, they bumping the same music. We rocking Air Force One, Shelter, Adidas, fitted caps. They rocking the same shit. So I'm looking like, what's going on here? You know what I mean? And it's like, I'm looking like, what I mean? I'm just looking at the things, and I'm like, what is the connection? Like, what is going on? Because I'm giving y'all a background, what I'm saying, of everything, of my experiences, and I'm connecting it. So when I started to get around them more, I'm saying, I started seeing Puerto Rican women. I'm like, wow, these women are beautiful. And I started seeing how we were mixing and mingling around one another all the time. So I noticed like the Puerto Rican kids, they hung with us all the time. I see the Puerto Rican girls hanging with the black hanging with the sisters. The Puerto Rican dudes hanging with the brothers. And so I noticed like we all went to school with each other. You know what I'm saying? We laughing and joking. And I'm talking about we rocking Timberlands, Air Force, North Faces, first down. So I'm like, yo, these kids are pretty cool. So I'm like, what's going on here? So I'm around Puerto Ricans. This in the summertime, and I noticed they got dark, and I'm like, hold up a minute. Hey, El Draco, I'm looking like, hold up a minute. Hold up. What's going on here? Y'all caught a tan. You were just light. Now you got a little dark there. What's going on? You already got them dark features. I see that broad nose. I see that full lips. You know what I mean? Had them dark eyes, that dark, long, dark, curly hair, them cheekbones. Now you tanning. Now you start to turn olive complexion. I'm like, hold up. Now you looking cookies and cream complexion. I'm like, hold up a minute. Hold up a minute. That's when I started to see the connection. And so when I was around them, I'm like, these people are close to us than anything. They are close. These people are more connected than us than what I think they are. Because I even seen how Puerto Rican guys, they was attracted to our women. So I saw how on both sides how we mixed and mingled, and I saw how the attraction was there. Hey John G. Loss, what's going on? I saw, oh yeah, Laquan Riddick. You said even saying it in the military loosely. The Puerto Ricans was like brothers and had each other's back. See what I'm saying? Right. Because little do people know, the brothers, our mothers, matter of fact, our fathers and uncles back in the day, Vietnam War, them and the Puerto Ricans fought alongside each other, you know what I'm saying, during the Vietnam War. A lot of people don't know that. And so, like I was saying, was one time I was here at the mall, White Marsh, because, like, you know what I mean? Because I noticed, like, I was around them all the time, and I'm feeling this connection, and I'm wondering, what is the connection? Why are we always around one another? And I mean, I've been in the right, and that was when I went to New York and I saw it real heavy. When I went up in the Bronx, all I saw was us and them. So called black Americans and Puerto Ricans all around each other. And I just said, look at this. And so one time when I was at a mall in White Marsh and I was speaking with this guy from Puerto Rico, he was Puerto Rican from the Bronx. And he was like, me and you, bro, we one of the same, we brothers. He said, yo, we brothers, man. He said, we the same people. We in the same bloodline. And once he told me that we were a part of the same bloodline, that's when I knew right then and there. I knew the connection was there. I was really trying to figure it out because once he told me that we come from the same root and the same bloodline, you feel me, and started breaking down the story of slavery, how we were all pretty much the same people. We were just all scattered amongst the nations. And he broke this down to me. He told me this out of his mouth. This was a Puerto Rican brother who told me this out of his. Oh yeah, Josh, listen, yup. Yeah, Angel Ramirez Jordan, yup. Yup, exactly. Yeah, yup. Angel Ramirez Jordan, shout out to him. He's been one of the Puerto Ricans who's been vocal about that. You know, shout out to him. You know, shout out to him about that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's Puerto Rican and Jamaican, you know what I'm saying? But he recognized, you know what I'm saying? He recognizes that. You feel what I'm saying? Because even when I was coming up around that time frame, I remember the time when I was in Connecticut around that time frame, you know, getting that experience and having that connection around them. You know, this was around the time when Fat Joe and Big Pun Terror Squad was out. And I literally saw the connection, like how they were bringing us together, you know what I'm saying, far as like, you know, blacks and Puerto Ricans and stuff like that. I saw how, you know what I mean, in the videos, like in all the videos, you know what I'm saying, Big Pun was around us. Fat Joe and Big Pun, I mean, if you look at all of the videos, you know what I'm saying, they was around us all the time. They were bringing us together because I was a fan of Big Pun. Huge fan. And this is around the time when Big Pun was out, Puerto Ricans were really proud around that time frame. And me, you know what I'm saying, brothers and sisters out there, we love Pun because Pun was fucking nice. Us in the so-called black community, we love Pun because Pun was nice. Pun and Fat Joe had skills. We saw Terror Squad, and then of course they had the girl Remy Martin, so we loved that. So we saw how they were bringing us together. Then of course, you know what I mean, we saw Pun. You know what I mean? He had Puerto Ricans on the album. Then of course he had brothers on the album and stuff like that. So when we saw that, we saw the real connection in the diaspora. You know what I'm saying, of black and brown relations. I saw the good. I saw the good. I saw the greatness of black and brown relations, quote unquote. black and brown relations between brothers and sisters up here. I saw that firsthand. You know what I'm saying? How we was partying together. You know what I'm saying? Bumping to the music. We was up there, you know what I mean, partying. You know what I'm saying? We had Spanish food, then we had the soul food. We all up there kicking it, partying, cooling, chilling out. I saw that firsthand. Oh yeah, Pun was nice. Rest in peace to Pun. And I'm proud of his son Chris Rivers. You feel me? Because if you look at Pun's widow, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? She was a sister. You know what I mean? Lisa Rios for real. Look at this widow for real. He was said it on this album, Black Latina, My Pearl. He knew he was dating a sister. Big Pun was married to a sister. Exactly. So Pun already knew that. Benny Block Puerto Rock style, mixing with the black and the brow. You feel me? Pun knew what it was. You feel what I mean? That's why I love Big Pun. You feel me? Because Pun already knew his roots. So when I was around that, during that time frame, the energy was real strong. Like I can remember seeing all of us together. You know what I'm saying? Partying. We was on the basketball court hooping with each other. You know what I'm saying? Having parties on the block. You know what I mean? Block parties, be riding bikes. We was all together on the block together. Bumping the hip hop, bumping the R&B, bumping the same shit. You feel me? It was, you know what I mean? It was like normal. On a normal day, you would see us out on the block. You say, feel it, oh yeah? Exactly, Future 5001. Yeah, they're getting better, recognizing the blackness. Now, I'm not saying, we know that black is not a nationality. We don't mind them identifying with their blackness. You feel me? Knowing they got black blood running in them. They recognize their roots. That's what we saying. You feel me? So, wow. Oh, really, John G? Really? So Hispanic Freemasons, Puerto Rican Freemasons, yup. Because that is another thing as well. Because even from what I've noticed back in the day, even when it came down to our struggle, you know what I'm saying, Puerto Ricans were there. Am I right, John G? Research? Like a prime example, back in the day, when we had the Black Panthers, Puerto Ricans had the Young Lords. That was started by Jose Cha Cha Jimenez. You know what I'm saying? That was a street gang back in the day that was out of Chicago. Once they met up with Fred Hampton and them, they got orders from them to organize to go from a street gang to an organization. So the Puerto Ricans got inspired by that and started the Young Lords, which was the Puerto Rican version of the Black Panthers. Tell me if I'm wrong. You know what I'm talking about, John G. Research Large. Yep, because yeah, man, yep. And I saw the relationship, you know, even when I was you know what I'm saying, coming up you know what I mean, coming up around it for real, you know what I mean? I've seen like how, you know what I mean, I saw it in my family for real, you know what I'm saying? Like I was actually dating a nice little Puerto Rican girl up there for real, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, Papi Chulo, hey, it was half blending, you know what I'm saying? Like it was, I'm not even gonna lie, like it was different because like it was like being around like a total different culture, but I'm seeing how we did so many things that were similar. You feel me? I saw like the bond and the interaction that we had between one another. So once he told me that we were connected, they had me to start doing more research. And as I started doing more research, even when I went to the Million Man March in '05, I saw Puerto Ricans that was there. Exactly. Thank you, John G. Research. You say you're right. Exactly. Because when I look at my experiences, you know what I'm saying, when I was around them for real, I just felt that bond and that connection. I felt the bond and the connection, and I felt it spiritually because I was, you know what I mean, you know what I mean, it was just something that bonded us together. You know, it's even in my family. You know, my niece, she was married to a guy. He was Puerto Rican in West Indies, and one family on the other side for real. He was dating a Puerto Rican girl, and I dated Puerto Rican women in my lifetime. You feel me? You feel what I'm saying? So I've been around that a lot. You know, coming up, and I've seen like how we mixed and mingled and made families together. I've seen it a lot. You know what I mean? I've seen that quite a few times, you know, coming up. And that wasn't about a fetish or nothing like that. You know, that was my experiences. And I gotta say, you know, my experiences being around them, They were some of the most proudest Afro Latinos that I met because they never denied their roots. And also they were proud. They were the first group of Latinos that I met that recognized and identified with their roots, and they recognized that we were the same people. That's why I got a special place for Puerto Ricans in my heart. Real Puerto Ricans that know. You know what I'm saying? Because I spoke with them at the Afro Latino Festival. We had a long conversation. We had a long conversation. Yeah, I know. Feature 5001, you right though. You feel what I'm saying? And um let me slow down. Yeah, coming up and having those experiences. Now, over the years that I meet some that didn't want to recognize, yeah, of course, but behind the scenes they know their history. Because I've been around Puerto Ricans that didn't want to acknowledge it, but I've been around some that did acknowledge it. You feel me? And when I did the history, excuse me, when I did the history, between us, and Puerto Ricans, they have been there fighting alongside with us for a long time. Especially when we had the Black Panthers, they formed the Young Lords. And we fought alongside during the 70s, during the Black Power movement. And then, of course, once we had, hip hop, they was right alongside, even in hip hop, it's like the B-boys and the B-girls and doing graffiti and stuff like that. You feel me? So a lot of times people don't give credit to that. You feel what I'm saying? And like I said, we got a long history together of fighting. Not each other, but fighting, not fighting each other, but fighting together. You feel me? And that's what I had in my experience. When growing up around them. When I was at the Afro Latino Festival, I've seen how quite a few of them, they acknowledged. Matter of fact, when I was there, I almost broke down into tears when I saw this. When this Puerto Rican brother said that, he said, "You can learn a lot from your Afro American brothers and sisters." He said, "You can learn a lot from them." He said, "They paved the mighty way for us." He said, "You can learn a lot from them." He said, "They are great brothers and sisters." And when I heard that there at the Afro Latino Festival in 2017, I almost came into tears because that brother recognized, seeing that brother recognize us as family and honoring and respecting our legacy. I always going to respect that brother wherever he is. I don't know his name, but I know he was a DJ. But seeing that, it warmed my heart to know that he's a brother. And see, what brothers and sisters got to understand in the diaspora, when we see that you are connected with us and that you are reaching out towards us, and we see that you acknowledge us as brothers and sisters, that warms our heart to see that you recognize and identify with us as brothers and sisters, and you recognize that same pain. It ain't just recognizing our pain, it's recognizing, like, look, we all going through the same thing. And see, the thing is about brothers and sisters in the diaspora. See, the reason why oftentimes you might have felt like you're not connected towards us, because oftentimes they told y'all to stay away from us. Or sometimes you might have been, see, what happened was the bad apples messed it up for the good apples. You feel me? Because when black immigrants came over here, brothers and sisters I'm in the diaspora, they were told to stay away from us and not be connected. So what has happened was, because I hear brothers and sisters in the Caribbean and Latin America, sometimes they feel like they being left out. And the reason why sometimes you might feel like you're being left out, because the bad apples have spoiled it for the good apples. To where as though they were saying that they not quote unquote black, they so and so. We don't deal with black Americans and stuff like that. You feel me? And so what I'm saying is, you know, that the stain that early black immigrants had, it messed up your relationship with us. So what happened with us, we started pulling back because many people didn't want to identify with their blackness nor with us. You feel me? So now that you're coming around to it, sometimes you may feel like you're not a part of it because you may feel like, damn, they look down, they don't look at us like as the same. That's because in the beginning, when you came over here, you kept distant from us. We didn't want you to be distant or deny your blackness. That does not mean that we trying to take away your culture. When you come over here in this country, we're not trying to have you to say when you identify. See, that's the thing. They think that when you identify with quote unquote black, that means identifying with us. Here's the thing. When you identify with us, that means you recognize us as brothers and sisters and you are connected. That does not mean we trying to take away your culture. And from you identifying from where you're from the Caribbean and Latin America and wherever you are. We not trying to do that. You understand? We understand we got a different culture, a different language, but recognize your brothers and sisters and connect with them. Partner with the brothers, like Professor James Small say, partner with the brothers and sisters that are fighting the devil. Don't separate from the brothers and sisters fighting the devil. We know how to kick their ass. Many of y'all sometimes come over here, y'all be kissing their ass. Stop kissing their ass. Because the minute you kiss their ass, they're going to kick your ass. The ass kissing going to stop. Exactly, Josh. This is right. Your Dominican, yeah, they tell them to not bring us home. Right. Wait, Nakua, Salindo, thank you. Appreciate it. Love you too. All the way from the Congo. We got the Congo. Right. You feel what I'm saying? That's all what we're saying. When you come over here, you are part of the quote unquote, as we say, the black American experience. So when you come over here, when you in this country, we're not trying to take away your nationality. We're not trying to take away your culture. And here's the thing. Don't be brainwashed about what they always told you in the media by being distant from us and telling y'all when you come over here to look down on us and thinking that you're better. It's not saying that we better. We're not trying to say that we better, but we've been the leaders in the vanguard, in the forefront of this thing. And in the representation and making things better for melanated people around the world and for you to have rights and freedoms and privileges and benefits and to do the kind of things that you're doing that you might not have. Look at the opportunities that you have when you come over here. We blaze the trail for you and open doors for you. So all what we are saying is you can have a greater experience, but just acknowledge the brothers and sisters. Don't double dip. Don't classify it as white, but you want to reap the rewards and the benefits of a minority. That's all what we saying. We just saying connect with the brothers and sisters over here. Cause we got a lot of know-how. Our culture is dope. Do we have things, a lot of things we need to correct? Absolutely. But if you look at the greater things of us, we have an incredible culture in a lot of things that we have done. And many contributions, but connect with us. That's not saying, like I said, we not trying to take away your culture or say you gotta say you're black American. No. Just connect with brothers and sisters. You know, you feel what I mean? That's all what I'm saying. Because, when I had my experiences, growing up around brothers and sisters for real, what I mean, from those places, many, what I'm saying, some didn't recognize, but quite a few did. Quite a few of them did. Even as I met some, lot of Caribbean folk, they knew what time it was. They knew about their blackness and stuff like that. And most of my experiences with Caribbean folk has been the great one anyway, because for the most part, a couple of my homeboys grew up around me. They were Jamaican, but I did not know it because they actually sounded like us until they got around their people. So I've been around Caribbean folk, Jamaican, Haitian, Trinidadian, what I'm saying? People from Barbados, Barbuda. You feel me? Um, with some more places in the Caribbean. Yes, a lot of places. You understand what I'm saying? And see, that's the thing. See, we gotta understand this. We must learn to respect. We must learn to respect and love one another's culture. We gotta get to the point where we do have different cultures, but we must recognize we are brothers and sisters of the same bloodline. Yes, we have differences in different cultures, but the bloodline remained the same. Because when you in this country, all of that shit is out the window. When you come in the United States, they look at all of us as the same, and many black immigrants that try to keep distant from us, thinking that they were different, they got in a wake-up call. So when you first came over here, we tried to get y'all to understand, like, look, if you want to navigate the system, you got to understand something. This is what you're going to be facing. We wanted to educate with y'all. You feel me? So when you come over here, for real, you can know how they operate when you deal with racism. This so-called fictitious mess that they call white supremacy. You feel me? Dealing with racism in this country. You know, because in this country, they go by the colorable law system of black and white. We didn't design it. So you got to understand, brothers and sisters, that unless you were born over here, you got to understand that, you know, your reality is different. See, they go by color over here. We didn't want to go by no color. I mean, the system designed it that way. See, in your countries, everybody go by the nationality. In your country, no matter the color, you know what I'm saying, everybody the nationality, but y'all still go through that caste system. No matter where you are, they still treat the darker ones the same and the lighter ones the same. So that's what we trying to get y'all to see. When you come over here, they brainwash you into thinking everything is pretty, and that we are crooks, these thugs, and criminals, and keep away from those black Americans. But see, once you came over here, you got tricked into thinking that all of us were lazy and the streets were paved with gold and you were going to be safe from this. No, 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 no. That's right, Alex Chavez. That's right. America's about power and quote unquote so called whites. They don't want minorities to take over power, control, and influence. No, exactly. So what you gotta understand when you come in this country, hey C Mac, they don't give a damn about your nationality. They give a damn about what you look like. Because many of you are starting to get your wake up call and seeing it doesn't matter where you from. It doesn't matter whether you from it doesn't matter you from Somalia, Kenya, the Congo, Liberia, Nigeria. You can be from the Caribbean, Latin America up here. It chosen one of these. It don't matter. They look at all of us as the same, and there's a caste system everywhere. And so you gotta understand that. You gotta understand now. A lot of black immigrants, y'all are starting to see this nightmare that we've been experiencing. You understand what I'm saying? And we've been trying to connect with y'all, so you know what I mean, so we can let y'all know, you know what I mean, how to deal with this and what's going to be coming at you. Because I've been seeing things by many Afro Latinos for real. They were saying that being an immigrant in America means exactly right. Future 5000, right? Dominicans act just like us. Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. Right. Dominicans and Puerto Ricans, they act just like us. They just they just speak in Spanish. Negroes that speak Spanish. So what we saying is when you come over here, this is a different kind of reality. See, in your countries it's different. Your experiences in reality is going to be different from us. And so when you come over here, you need to be listening and learning from us how to learn how to navigate and operate in this system. Because when you come over here, the reality is different. And y'all are starting to see that reality is different. And now it's knocking on your door. So the sister was saying being an immigrant means you're not a part of that group of quote unquote black Americans. But then of course, now that you're growing up around us and you are assimilated into this society, because understand something, you might be from the Caribbean, Latin America, but you're still growing up in this country around the black American experience, around our culture. So if you living amongst us, guess what? When the police stop you, guess what? They ain't gonna ask you, are you black American, Puerto Rican, Dominican, Cuban, Venezuelan, Puerto Rican, Liberian, Nigerian? No, they don't give a fuck about that. They give a damn about what you look like. Yes, family. Yes. Oh yeah, Alex Chavez. Wow. Oh yeah, Drew Love definitely. Yep. Because they treat the darker Puerto Ricans to Puerto Rico like shit. That's down there in Loaiza. And it's not a coincidence that they always hide y'all from us. They hide y'all from us all the time. All of the melanated ones, they hide y'all from us. Yep. Wow, they see all brown people as Mexican, yet they Salvadorians. Wow. Wow. Oh yeah. When they see Morenos down there. Morenos. All those Morenos in those Latin American countries. Yes. Facts. Cause yep. Yep. They group is this as the same. Yep. Yep. Different cultures. Yep. That's what you gotta recognize. Yep, Morenos and Morenas. Exactly, yep. How do I know? Because I had a woman from El Salvador call me Moreno. And she was with a Moreno. She's a Morena. Morena. You feel me? So you got to understand that, y'all experiences are going to be different. Because even though you might be secluded in your group, you feel me, whether you might be from Africa, the Caribbean, I understand you want to be around your group. Just like us, we want to be around our group. But that's the thing, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like when they come down to like so-called black Americans, everybody want to lump themselves in when it's time to benefit and see what we are tired of seeing. We are tired of people coming together collective when it's time for us to benefit. You understand what I'm saying? That's the thing. It ain't like the fact we don't want you to benefit or be around us. We can't tolerate wishy-washiness. You understand? So you gotta understand when you come in this country, you know what I'm saying? You were in our backyard. You in our backyard, and you gotta understand that the shit that you was doing in your country is not gonna fly over here. And you gotta understand the United States is different. It's not, yo, you gotta understand the minute you leave your country, you come over here, the shit that you did in your country ain't gonna fly over here. You got to understand that, brothers and sisters in the diaspora. That shit ain't going to fly. You gotta understand you in a different country. You in a total different setting, so you gotta know how things go. You gotta know how to move, how to operate. How the police, you know what I mean? How the police roll, how the system roll, what they will do to you, how to interact with the police, how to interact, you know what I'm saying, when you seeing these crazy, delusional white supremacists shooting up a damn school. You feel me? You feel me? You got to know. You got to know. So the best friends you need to be around is black Americans, your brothers and sisters that are up here. So we can teach you and educate you, you know what I'm saying, on our culture. And we have a culture. And stop saying that we don't have a culture, because our culture is the most influential on the planet. Very influential. And my experiences, you know what I'm saying, with brothers and sisters that been around us that acknowledge it, you know what I'm saying, we acknowledge them. We acknowledge, you know what I'm saying, brothers and sisters who acknowledge us. We just don't want brothers and sisters being on the sideline of the struggle, but yet they want to benefit, you know what I'm saying? They want the benefits from the struggle. Because what you got to understand right now, man, you got to start looking at it, you know what I mean? You got to start looking at it. It doesn't matter where you're from. Because I ran into two Africans. One was from Djibouti, one was from Nigeria. He said it don't matter. He said, I'm starting to see it don't matter where you're from. They care about what you look like. That's right. That's right. You feel me? They care about what we look like. So what we saying is, over here, you know, still keep your culture, but be open to the experience in the culture that is over here. Because you're still around your brothers and sisters. Because see, separating yourself, it leaves you as an open target because you don't have no protection. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? You got to understand. See, my experiences, I've had many great experiences. You know what I'm saying? Some experiences were bad, but I can say honestly, most of my experiences were good. Because we need to start, having to understand about one another. In order for us, to come together, we got to start sharing, having discussions about it because I've seen, many talks about it when they talk about, the relationship between us and black immigrants and stuff like that. You feel me? Really? Because we have a good culture and stuff like that. What I mean. We have a culture, but what I mean. It's many you know what I mean. It's many things that what I mean. We gotta clear up and stuff like that. And like I said, like what I mean. Like we, what I mean. And another thing as well, when we what I'm saying, do certain things from one another culture, we should be proud to see that. What I'm saying. What I mean. We should be proud to see that other brothers and sisters are acknowledging each other's cultures and stuff like that. Just like, you know, just like, us over here in the West, we've been wearing like African garbs, African clothing and stuff like that, the African medallions. You feel what I mean? So, what I mean, we felt that connection. You feel me? You know, I didn't feel like we was appropriating that stuff. We felt that because, like they was teaching us coming up about Africa and stuff like that. You feel me? I'm saying? Power to the people. And what else? Then of course, now, I'm saying, you got Africans over there, they doing hip hop music. You got Africans doing drill rap. You feel me? Yeah, exactly. Because black immigrants, yeah, like you said, pretty much y'all been programmed, I'm saying, to hate us. And even when it come down to us, they even program us, I'm saying, to keep distant from Africa. So the brainwashing has been happening on both sides. And what I found out to be amazing is that the reason why they told black immigrants stay away from us because they know how powerful and influential we are. If they didn't think that we were so powerful and influential, they wouldn't tell y'all to keep distant because they know the influence that we have. And they know, and guess what? They know we will kick their ass. We wore these people out. In the 60s, we wore their asses out. So the reason why they tell y'all to keep distant, they don't want that revolutionary spirit that we had over here to go to y'all. Come on. Yeah, they show you exactly. They don't want that revolutionary spirit to rub off on y'all. Do you think they want the spirit of Malcolm X to rub off on y'all? No. They don't want the spirit of the Deacons of Defense or the Nation of Islam or the Moors, the Five Percenters, the Hebrew Israelites. They don't want that kind of energy. They don't want y'all to learn that warrior spirit that we had, that revolutionary side that we had. Because our people's up here, we don't back down. Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. Exactly. Yep, that's real. Yep. Many of them, it's like they want to be like us, but they don't want to live like us. And that's what I'm saying because many immigrants in many other cultures, it's like they want the benefits of them. They want the treatment of the majority, but they want the benefits of the minority. See, they want the culture of us, but they don't want the struggle of us. They love the culture, but hate the people. That's what we are tired of. Because understand something, brothers and sisters. We have been seeing you for a long time. It is the fact that your representation wasn't shown on the TV. Exactly right, black when it's convenient. You feel me, right? That's what I'm saying. We don't want people to use blackness when it's convenient for them, or even when they use that Afro Latino term. You know what I mean? Because a lot of Latinos, they be doing it. It's like, they'll, like Jennifer Lopez. Look how she was. They wanted to give $100 million to black women by Goldman Sachs. Here come Jennifer Lopez. Do this for Latin women. Doing that when it's convenient. They want to dip and dive and dabble, and now shit when it's convenient want to take over. And guess what? You got a lot of these Eurocentric looking Latinos who will do this to the Afro Latinos. So you gotta understand that. You gotta understand that. You know what I mean? You gotta understand that they got that same mentality. And understand, brothers and sisters, my Afro Latino family, Afro Caribbean family. You gotta understand when you in this country, even them daggone fair skinned Latinos got the same mentality. So you got to understand, you gotta pick a side. They chose their side. What side are you on? When them European Latinos come over here, the mestizos, when they come over here, they on that side. Yup. They communists, yup, they go over to the white side. Am I right? Am I right around Alex Chavez? People love to live around us to pick up the culture, but instead, they love to take and co-opt the culture, but they never want to give credit for where it came from. Yes. Might have to go in the house or something. These mosquitoes tearing my ass up. Mosquitoes been lighting my ass up out here. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's real. That is really, 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 really real, man. You know? Wow. You lived in PR. I hear you. Got you, Drew Love. Yeah. Yep. Too many chameleons. Yeah, we got too many chameleons, and we don't want that. You understand what I'm saying? Because understand something that when brothers and sisters, reaching out, you know what I'm saying? When we speaking, like I said, we are glad to see that we are connecting with brothers and sisters around the world because I got brothers and sisters. Thank you, Artifact of War. You know what I'm saying? I got brothers and sisters that are all in the Caribbean, Latin America, in Africa, and the UK. You feel me? That follow us, so that is a good thing. And so we don't want y'all to think that we hate you. You feel me? We just sifting out who's the ones who are the ones that are good and the ones that are bad. The ones who don't identify, we don't worry about them. But the ones who recognize and identify and come together as brothers and sisters, those are the ones who we recognize with and we build a relationship with. And we honor them. We honor and respect those. We honor and respect them. You feel me? And I know it's been a lot going on about FBA, black immigrant stuff going on, stuff like that. You know what I mean? A lot of that stuff has been going on. You feel me? And I know it's been a lot of tension and really unnecessary tension. Unnecessary tension. See, the whole entire time we was getting tension, we was trying to get your attention. You feel me? To get your attention that, we gotta stick together. Because now, now you were right now you were starting to see, no matter where you go, wherever they see brown, that's how they getting down. They don't give a damn who we are, where we from. So understand that, brothers and sisters, don't feel that we hate you and we don't want to connect with you. Don't feel that way. Do not feel that brothers and sisters don't want to connect with you up here, which we do all the time. We just want to see who's really with us, because we know what time it is. Because I got to say, like, my experiences being around good brothers and sisters, man, it's been a good one. Understanding, Caribbean culture. That's what we got to start doing. We got to start learning each other's culture and stop trying to compete and trying to see who's more African, who's more better. At this time, we don't need to be knowing or try to compete who's more African or this, that, and the third, or who more this, that. Yep, even in the bench, you still a nigga in the coop. Yep. Thank you, darling. Yep, that's right. You know, I feel as though when brothers and sisters come over here, they should show respect to the brothers and sisters that are over here. Is that a fucking groundhog or a beaver? What the hell? Just seen a big ass beaver. You know, don't look down on your brothers and sisters up here. That can put a stain on the relationship. You feel what I'm saying? To like, you know what I mean? You're going to Afrobeats party in NYC, exactly. Because the division and stuff like that gotta stop. Understand the culture's different. We know that. You speak a different language, we know that. But the bloodline is the same. That needs to be recognized. The Kareem and Shabazz, the bloodline is the same. We all the same people because we in the same bloodline. That's what you gotta recognize. You can try to be distant all you want, but in this country, they're gonna get you to recognize. Oh hell no, you are no different than them. Because over the last couple years, many black immigrants have been seeing the whole police killings, police brutality, and they are seeing how this reality that we've been facing has been knocking on their door, and many things have been happening to like African immigrants and immigrants from the Americas. You know what I'm saying? Black immigrants in the Americas. They are beginning to start to see that kind of reality is knocking at their door, and many of them are beginning to be afraid. Like, what's going on here? Why is this happening to me? But see, many of them were not educated, you know what I'm saying, on how to like operate in this country. Cause since we are dealing with genetic survival in this country right now, they're beginning to see, especially in the Trump era. The Trump era scared the shit out of black immigrants. Black immigrants, that let me tell you something. That was your wake up call. The wake up call that they saw was Trump. Trump was their wake up call. Correct me if I'm wrong. Donald Trump was black immigrants' wake up call. They saw the real America when Trump was in office. Correct me if I'm wrong. When Trump came in there, that's when they really began to see, whoa, hold up. Hold up a minute. Oh, yeah. And that's the kind of reality and the wake up call we wanted y'all to know. Yep. I'm just reading y'all comments. Man, I like streaming like this. I just get in the zone, yo. Yeah, what was I saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know. Right, exactly, Linus. Yeah, my in the UK, we Caribbeans have always known how deep things are. Y'all from America. Brothers and sisters come out from places one of the north for one reason. Exactly, Linus. My right, exactly right. See, that's what I'm saying. See, a lot of Caribbeans they already knew because many Caribbean people they've been living up here for a long time. So when they come down to Caribbean folk, many of them already know because the majority of them are melanated. Most Caribbean folk are melanated. So they already know what the hell it is. They already know. It's just the fact that those of them who were not born over here, and you know what I mean, those of them that are coming over here and stuff like that, many of them are not properly educated. You feel me? And that is done for a reason. Yeah, I think so, Dallas, Washington. Because the Trump era put everything on blast. You got family in the Caribbean? Yeah, Linus, my guy, I know some of them are westernized. Yeah, yeah, just like, yeah, a lot of immigrants, they get really brainwashed. Like I seen it in Africa, the Caribbean. I mean, our people been brainwashed up here. Wherever we are, our people been colonized and brainwashed. The colonization, the brainwashing has happened everywhere. It has happened everywhere. That's what we gotta recognize. That's what we gotta understand. We all facing the same shit everywhere. Nah, but I support his policies. I'd rather see Orange Man in there instead of that damn Biden. Right, exactly. Yup. It has happened to all of us. So that's what I'm saying, because and also as well when y'all came over here, y'all had a nationality. Huh? They reclassified they reclassified us 7 times. Even when they show racism towards K Jersey. Listen, I'm not talking about politics right now. We talking about something else. Why we don't have a next black president? Because the first one was a fucking joke. The so-called first one was a joke. The so-called first one was a joke. You know, we gotta understand that. Excuse me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We not really black. You feel me? Look at our skin is brown. You know, cause I gotta yeah, cause my experiences, over the years, man, witnessing it. You know what I'm saying? It's been like a journey. Wow. Wow, Linus, man, that's something. You hear that as first generation Jamaican in the UK, they can tell firsthand hard of us to get on than our parents because they have a nationality, a home. They label us British, but we're not. Wow. Exactly, C Mac, right. So, that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about. You feel me? Wanted to cover that today. And like I said, I'm glad we had this talk because, brothers and sisters need to know, what I'm saying, here and around the world, we must, come together by respecting each other's culture. We must learn to love and respect and honor each other's culture and understand that, you feel me? Because understand the time that we living in, the time that we living in, you feel me? These people look at all of us as the same. So we must recognize the time that we in and coming together and forming that. You know what I'm saying? Bridging the gap between us that has to be done. Especially as a people, and understand that we got different cultures. But the bloodline's the same. Different tribes, but same people. So yeah, family, I'm gonna jump off here for a little while. Go ahead and relax, chill out for a minute. Yeah, had a really good talk. I appreciated this right here, family. I'm glad we had this talk. And like I said, um, yeah, like I said, family, appreciate the donation up in the chat. Subscribe to the keep on liking, sharing, and subscribing. Brandon Mouse L on Facebook. B Mouse 8428 on Instagram. If you'd like to donate to the platform, the PayPal is www.paypal.me/bmouse84. Cash App $ bmouse8 if you'd like to show support. Any mouse appreciated. I'm glad we had this talk. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the melanated family in the Americas, in Africa, the UK, worldwide, wherever we are. Y'all listen to this, to the melanated family. So like I said, one love once again. Holla back at y'all later, all right? Peace.